Hello, Transurfer, and welcome to TransurfingTV. I am Renee Garcia, and this is the 78 days of practical transurfing. Today, day 47, dependent relationships. Dependency, wow, it is another form of importance. It is saying that you need something to be happy, or that you need to be something to somebody else for their happiness. We can get ourselves into all sorts of messes getting involved in dependent relationships. But before I get started, remember to like this video if you do in fact like it, and comment below I love Reality Transurfing to win some of my awesome reprogramming stickers every win. My world is taking care of me, everything is going according to plan, and things are working out beautifully and will continue to do so with ease. Sounds like one of those commercials that gives you the disclaimer at the end. Oh my God. Okay, so day 47, dependent relationships. If you think that the world is against you, think, to what object or item do you attach excessively important significance? If you attract everything you hate, if you are haunted by everything that irritates you, and if everything that is most undesirable happens to you after all, then it is because you are gripping the world by the throat and it is resisting, trying to break free. The more you insist on your own desires and claims, the stronger the magnet that attracts the opposite. Relax your grip. Let the world do whatever it likes. Give yourself permission to be yourself and allow others to be different. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Don't get too attached to anything. Accept things with grace and let them go with grace. Interpretation. When inequality is attributed excessive importance, excess potential is created, which distorts the surrounding energetic environment. Excess potential is not necessarily a problem as long as the distorted evaluation exists relative only to itself. As soon as the artificially inflated value of one object is positioned in comparative relationship to another, polarization arises, which functions as a magnet for trouble. Dependent relationships are created between people when they start comparing themselves to one another. Compartmentalizing and placing conditions like, if you are this, then I am that. This is why trouble creeps into our lives so intrusively, as if on purpose. You can see, for example, how totally incompatible individuals marry as if they were trying to punish one another. In any team, there will always be that one person you find particularly irritating. Murphy's Law, or what we would call Sod's Law, is the same principle at work. All conflict is based on comparison and opposition. Draw your own conclusions. Okay, so this is really a way of, for me, and I could totally be wrong here, guys, but what I'm hearing in this lesson is, particularly when it comes to relationships, that we place excessive importance on, let's say, the way things are going, or the characteristics of the other person, or qualities of the other person, or how they're acting. And we compare that, right? We compare that to something else, and then that's when it starts to go off, right? That's when it starts to go off. That's when all of a sudden you seem to be either attracting that more, that whatever it is that's bothering you more, and then it bothers you more, and then you end up, like Vadim says here in this lesson, grabbing the world by the throat, right? Because you're so agitated and you're so hell-bent on seeing things needing to see things play out your way, that you become just like, you are that person grabbing the world by the throat. So I have done this in relationships where I have become incredibly unhappy because I was comparing, but at the same time, I was dependent on the relationship and I didn't want to let it go, but I wanted things to play out my way or the person to be a specific way. And I just realized at a certain point that all of that is you fighting your world, was me fighting my world. There's an easier way, right? The golden rule of reality transurfing. Allow yourself to be you, allow others to be themselves, allow things to play out. Don't try to control the script. Don't set expectations. Don't set conditions and standards and all that stuff. I mean, obviously, you don't want to be mistreated, but don't enter into something that you place a bunch of conditions and expectations, and then when those don't work out, you're unhappy, but then you're dependent and you don't want to let go, or letting somebody do that to you, right? So lowering your levels of importance, lowering your levels of expectation, letting things come and go out of your life with ease and with grace, like Vadim says, and really letting other people be themselves. And all of those things, those standards, that comparison thing we do, comparing, really just take an active role in letting all that stuff lower down to lower levels so it doesn't create problems in your reality. So again, like this video if you do in fact like it, and comment below. I love reality transurfing, and you just might win some of these. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bye.